Good morning, everyone. This is BremSter, and today I'm coming to you with a puzzle called Double Bubble by Cablr. And this is one that came in, and my testers went, "Yeah, you should enjoy this one." So I'm looking forward to it. Before I get onto the puzzle, I definitely need to send out some thank yous for yesterday. Yesterday's puzzle, which was Hi Barbie. Yeah, quite a few people came to the party and were willing to submit parts to the introduction. So that was all great. So, yeah, I definitely need to. So, reaching out to the people in moderate order of that they were put in. They were put in kind of randomly. So thank you to Ranksk. These are all people. So Ranksk is someone who has a Sudoku streaming channel and puts out like multiple videos a day on solving different types of Sudoku. So definitely when you do. All of the people in the introduction are people who solve Sudoku and puzzles on the internet as parts of other channels. And if there are multiple places you can go to get different sorts of Sudoku and puzzle solving content, some of them have been around for 6 or 7 years. The fact that they were all willing to contribute is just stunning. So Ranks, yeah, absolutely. Thank you. Zeta and Tristan from Zeta Does Puzzles. Thank you very much. Sven Newman doesn't do a lot of Sudoku solving, but is the person who creates Sudoku Pad. So thank you, Sven. Naverio does streaming over on Twitch. GeoGuessr, who does some solving, does mostly GeoGuessr, but also has done some Sudoku solving. Simon Anthony and Mark Goodliff, of course, from Cracking the Cryptic. The Asylum is one of the people who is on the Puzzle Plaza Discord, which is where a lot of us have our channels. So thank you to the Asylum. Ashish Kumar and Kishore, who are responsible for Unshackling Sudokus and Puzzles, one of the oldest YouTube channels out there for doing Sudoku. Way older than me, putting out content regularly. Ashish Kumar is responsible for Enthralling Sudoku, one of the better Sudoku creators out there, and absolutely thank you for sending in the videos. Trying to see who else I've got. BremSter, who has done a whole heap of stuff on Sudoku solving and interviewed dozens of setters on how they do create puzzles and everything. If you want to learn more about setting puzzles, go check out BremSter's channel. Solver Tom, who has done some solving of Sudokus, but generally solves other puzzle games and on all sorts of other things, and is also another Australian. Crusader175, who is a who solves man, I should have had the details, but solves in as one of the non-English solvers, as is I believe Damasosis 92, another non-English solver. Thank you for contributing. And also to Lumos, Virtual, Doomjot, Full Deck, and Missing a Few Cards, who have regularly contributed or have contributed solves to my channel as well. These are the people who are comfortable putting their face on camera and were willing to do intros for me. Thank you very much all for contributing to the Hi Barbie introduction. I'm just doing a drop in here because I forgot to mention it during my intro. All of the proceeds that I do or that I get from the Barbie video in September, so in the month that the video is released, I am going to be adding $25 to, and then I am going to be donating that to the Breast Cancer Network Australia charity fund. These are people who contribute to breast cancer medical research. They're based in Australia, which is where I'm located, but they then do share that research globally, is my understanding. This is a research foundation that was chosen by a friend of mine who passed away from breast cancer a few years ago, that she wanted people to donate to. This is what I've chosen. So any proceeds that come from the Hi Barbie video is going to, plus $25 of my own money, I am going to be sending through to there. So I just thought I would drop that in. I also do want to specifically thank Lumos as well for recording the video. So now back to past BremSter and onto the solve of the video, of the puzzle. Yeah, sorry, I'm all out of whack. So when I released the first pack of 5, there was a bonus puzzle, which was a puzzle by Panthera, which I could not do for various reasons, and that was linked on the final video of the first set of 5. I linked it as a bonus. That has now been solved by Mark over on Cracking the Cryptic. So if you go to the Cracking the Cryptic link, which was provided on yesterday's video, but everyone should know where that is, yeah, that puzzle was solved by Mark now. So all of the puzzles that were created for the Barbie puzzles that I'm aware of that have been created have now been solved. So yeah, I'm really glad that they're all out there. So yeah, now that that's been done, let's have a look at a Double Bubble by Cablr. Yeah, so oh, and of course, yeah, on yesterday's video, there were links to all of the channels and all of the Twitches and all of the locations you can find all of the people who contributed. We are a big community and I want to share that. Feel free to go check out those other contents. And if you like any of them more than me, please watch. Anyway, Double Bubble by Cablr. So what do we have here? And I can't remember if this was a submission or a recommendation. Either way, yeah, happy to have it. So normal Sudoku rules apply. So in every box, in every row, and in every column, the digits 1 to 9 must be placed without repetition. Digits placed on an arrow must sum to the digit placed in that arrow's bubble. Okay, so these are called bubbles, name of the puzzle. So the sum of these two will go here. The sum of these 3 will go here. That's all fine. 2-digit bubble values are read from left to right. Okay, so this will be a 2-digit sum reading left to right. Same with all of these. Any 2 bubbles that share a 3 by 3 box, even partially, have values that are in a 1 to 2 ratio. Any 2 bubbles that share a 3 by 3 box, even partially, have values that are in a 1 to 2 ratio. Okay. So these 2 bubbles are in a 1 to 2 ratio. These 2 bubbles are in a 1 to 2 ratio. These 2 bubbles are in a 1 to 2 ratio. Oh, okay. I get it. I'm going to restart the puzzle to restart my timer. Let's give this a shot. There's a lot of different places you can start here. Okay, let's start with the most of this one. I think I could determine the value of these right away by the math in this box. But this one is also screaming out to me, and these are also screaming. Right, there's a lot going on here. Okay, so first of all, let's look at the most obvious arrow trick. The minimum I could put into these are 1, 2, 3. So just by normal arrow logic, this would have to be at least 3, at least 6, because add 1, 2, 3, you get 6. So this would be 6, 7, 8, 9. But these have to be in a 1 to 2 relationship. Now, if we just assumed that they were connected by a black dot, which is the normal way you express a 1 to 2 relationship, the only way that 2 single digit numbers can be connected by a 1 to 2 relationship would be 1 to be low and 1 to be even, because 1 doubles to 2, 2 doubles to 4, 3 doubles to 6, 4 doubles to 8. And then you get 5 doubling to 10 and 6 doubling to 12. Now, that doesn't work here because there's no 2-digit numbers here. So this can't be 7, or this would have to be 3.5. And it can't be 9, this would have to be 4.5. So this is 3 or 4. Now, the only way to make 3 is 1, 2. And the only way to make 4 is 1, 3. So there must be a 1 on this. And this is 3, 4. This is 6 or 8. Now, there must be a 1 on this. So there's no 1 here. This is the 1. And if this is 6, this would be 1, 2, 3. And I can't be 1, 2, 3. So this is the 8. Which means this is the 4, which means this is the 3. Now I need to make 8 without 3 or 4. So this is 1, 2, 5. That's very cool. This is not the 1. There is a 1 down here. This is so cool. Now, these are going to be less powerful because I know less about those arrows. But I do know something about these arrows, because this is a single-digit number, and this is going to be double a single-digit number. So even if this is a 9, this would have to be at least a 1. So this is a 1, but it has to be an even digit because this is not half this. So this is going to be even. So it's 2, 4, 6, or 8. Because because remember, whenever I double something, it's going to have to be an even digit. If I double, if there was an odd digit, half of 13 would be 6.5, and that's not going to work. So if this is 12, this is 6. If it's 14, 7. If it's 16, so this is 6, 7, 8, or 9, and this is 1. This is 12, 14, 16, or 18. Now, This is again double of that. Now, if this is 12, this is 24. 14 would make this 28. This is also going to be even. 2, 4, 6, or 8. Well, it's not 6. So if this is 18, does that make that 26? 18, no. No, no, no. 12 makes this 24. There is no 26. Actually, let's do this bit by bit. So 12 makes this 24. 14 makes this 28. 16 makes this 32. And 18, my math is terrible, is 30. Yeah, that would make this 36. This can't be 18. But this is 2 or 3. But where I want to look at, and I saw that there was something going on, is down here. Because there is an important thing we know about this box, which is the entire sum of this box. It contains all of the digits from 1 to 9. So the sum of the entire box is 45. 45 minus 6 is 39. So the sum of these is 39. But we know that these are two single-digit numbers that sum to 39. So these have to be a 1 and a 2. And these have to be a 3 and a 6. And we know that it's going to be 13 and 26 because these have to get to 39. So one of these is 13 and one of these is 26. Because I'm trying to think how to express that better. I need to get to 39. If one of these was a 2, the other one would be a 4, and I'd have blown the total. Because even if I made the lowest one 21, then I've done it. So I've just blown the total. So these have to sum to 30. These two have to sum to 9. And there's no way I could keep these in the same range because they're in the same box. So I couldn't, for example, even if I did a low 30 here and a high teen here, I've blown the total because remember, I've got to get to 39. I feel I'm explaining this badly. I'm not good at explaining math concepts, but once these are 1, 2, which are the minimum they could be, that gets me 30 of my 39. These now need to contribute the 9, which is 3 and 6. Which does give me my double. Now, I can't do 16 and 23. They're not doubling. So it is 13 and 26. And I can't do 26 on 3 digits. So this is the 13. This is the 26. Now, can I figure out how these are made up? Because now I need to do 13 without 1 and 3. So 2 and 4... I don't have 1, 3, or 6. Well, where do I put the 9 on here? If I put the 9 on this, I could reach to my calculator. Well, that makes this 2, actually. Actually, that makes this 2 because the 3 wasn't available. So if this is 6, this was 32. So it's not... Oh, actually... so this can't be a 6 anymore is the important thing because 6 puts this in the 30 range. So this is either 12 to 24 or 14 to 28. And if this, actually this is restricted because if this is 12 or 14, this is not 8 or 9, this is 6 or 7. Now 6, well, this can't be 6 because if this is 6, it'd have to be 1, 5, which it can't be, or 2, 4, which it can't be. So this is 7, 14, and 28. Now 7 here can't be 1, 6, or 2, 5. This is 3, 4, and I know the order. This is the 3, this is the 4. This is very cool. 4 is down here now because of Sudoku. 7 is in here now because of Sudoku, because the 7 is knocking 7 out of those. 4 is now in one of those two because the 4 down here is putting 4 in here. Now, this arrow was one of the things I wanted to look at. Now, maybe I do want to look at these, but I want to try and figure this out. So 13 without 1, 3, or 6. I'm not good at this sort of math. If I put 9 on it, I need another 4, which would be 1, 3. So the 9 is down here. Okay, so that's something. If I put 8 on it, I'd need another 5. I couldn't use 1, 4, or 2, 3. So the 8 is down here as well. So this is already at 7. Hang on, is that right? If I put 8 on this, I would need another 5. But I couldn't use 1, 4, or 2, 3. So the 8 has to be down here as well, which means I'm already at 17. And I need another in 2 digits, and I need another. Well, the 1 has to be. Oh, the 1 and the 3 have to be down here. So this is 1, 3. 1, 3, 8, and 9 is 4. Hang on. 1, 3, 8, and 9 is 21. This is 1, 3, 5, 8, 9. So these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 4, 7. And 2, 4, 7 is 13. And that works. There's no 8 there. This is 2, 4, 7. I'm not sure that this pencil mark is helping me, but I did figure out the 2, 4, 7, which is cool, which means that's not the 7 and that's the 7. It puts 2 in one of those two. And that's not the 4 anymore, that's the 4. Maybe I need to stress more about these digits. 14. I'm not sure, actually. Now, I know, actually, I could tell something about this, because I know, again, this box sums to 45. These sum to 28 plus 8, which is 36. So these sum to 9. But I've got lots of ways of doing that. But it does mean this is less than 9, and it's not 8. And it's not 7. Right. So let me run through this again. This is 8 plus 28, which is 36. So because these sum to 36, this is 9. So this is less than 9. So what is this? So it has to be at least a 2-digit number. So it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, if this was 1 and 2. Now, this can't be 5, 7, or 9, because if it's 5, 7, or 9, what's the 1 to 2 relationship with this? It doesn't work. And similarly, this is 3, 4, 6, 8 for the same reason. 3, 4, 6, 8. So these are either 3, 6, or 4, 8. Well, this isn't an 8, so this can't be a 4. Now, if this is 3, 6, one of these is 1, 2. But I'm not seeing why that would be broken. And if it's 4, 8, this is 1, 3. Now I need to do more Sudoku. There's a 4 in here. I need to do more Sudoku. I think it's probably the 14 here. Well, what are these, actually? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 9. So there's no 6 here, so there's no 3 here. Can this be 1, 2? This would be 2, this would be 1. I know there's a 1 in one of those two. Again, my Sudoku is letting me down. So these sum to 9 and they've got a 4 in it. So it's either 2, 3, 4. Hang on, what's the other option? Doesn't this have to be 2, 3, 4? Because you've got 1, 2, 6, 1, 3, 5. This is 2, 3, 4. So there's a 1 down here. So how do I make this sum to 4? I can't. 4 is 1, 3. So this is 6 with 2, 4. This is 3. The 6 means this is 3. This is 1 and 2, which makes this 4 and this 2. That makes this 2. The 4 here makes this 7 and this 4. There's a 6 in one of those two now. Oh, there's no 4 there. Why did I put 4 on here? That must have been... I'm not sure what I did there. I am very worried about that 4 pencil mark. I'm hoping it was a typo. We will find out. This is a triple now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 5, and 9. There's no 3 there. There's no 3 there. This is the 3. This is a 5, 9 pair. This is a 2, 3 pair now. And that 3 means this is the 3, so this is the 2. Okay, so this 14 arrow is the only thing I haven't resolved yet. Assuming I haven't made mistakes. Again, you know when you get the feeling in a puzzle where you've just got something fundamentally wrong? I'm there. 1 in this box is here. So this can't have 1 or 2 on it. So the minimum here is now 5, 6. And the minimum here is 3. Which is 14. So this has to be 5, 6, and 3. Because I can't use 1, 2... So the minimum here, I can't use 1, 2, 3, or 4 here. So the minimum is 5, 6, which is 11. And I can't use 1, 2 here. So this is these. So these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1 and 9. And which means this is the 5 and this is the 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 go in those. And this 6 makes that the 7 and that the 6. Not sure how those are resolved yet. This is now a triple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's no 7 there. So 7 or there. So that's the 7, which puts 7 up here. Oh, this 2 made this 5. So this is now a 1, 2 pair. There's not been a 7 there ever. Or there now. So that's a 7. The 6, 9 pair is not fully resolved. This is not a 1. One of these is a 3, and it's that one because of the 3s looking into the box. Okay, so these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2, 8, and 9. Ooh, I thought that would do more. Okay. 4 is in one of those two. There is a 1 or a 9 down here because there's a second 1, 9 in this column and I can't put it there. So what is missing from this column? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 5, 8, 9. But there's no 1 or 9 there. This is 5 or 8 and there's a 5 looking at it. So that's an 8. That was a naked single. So this is 1, 5, 9 and must contain a 5. So the 8 is down here somewhere. But this is a triple now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. And there's no 4 there. There's no 7 there. So this is 189. Ah, this is 7, so there's no 7 there because of that 5. And these are a pair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 9. And this 6 makes that the 9, which makes that the... Whoops. Which makes that 6. The 9 looks down, making that 8. I'd look down and say, oh, this is going to be an 8, and I typed 8 while I was thinking it. This is now a 2-9 pair, which means I know what these are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 8, which means this is the 9, of course. There's no 8 there. There's no 5 there. This 6 looks down, making this 5 and this 6. So 1, 2, 3, these are 4, 5, and 7. There's no 7 there, so the 4, 5 pair in the row makes that 7. This 5 looks like making that 4 and that 5 and that 4. These are 2, 5, and 8. There's a 2 and an 8 here, so that's the 5. There's a 2 here, so that's the 8 and that's the 2. Now these columns, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That takes 9 out of both of those. There's probably something else. Is this 1, 5, or 8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 8. There's no 1 there. So this is 5 or 8. This is also 5 or 8. And that's what's missing in the column. Okay. So not there yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 9 go in here. There's no 6 here. So this is 1, 5, 8, or 9 as well. This is just going to be a scanning file, and I'm just trying to see where it is. Oh, this is a 1. I can't put 1 in any of those cells. This is a 1, which means these are not 1. 5, 9 pair makes this an 8, which makes this a 1, which makes this a 5, which makes this a 9. The 5 looks across, making this an 8 and this a 5. There's no 5 here. The 9 looks back, making this 5, which looks like making this 6, which makes this 8, which makes this 5. The 6 looks down, making this 9. These are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 8. The 8 looks down, making this 6, which makes this 8. The 6 looks up, making this 9, which makes this 6. The 9 looks down, making this 2, which makes this 9. And I'll use the 2 to look up, making this 1, which makes this 2. And I've made a mistake. Oh no, I just haven't resolved this. 1 makes this 9 and this 1. And that is the correct solution to Double Bubble by Cablr. That was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that. The concept of the bubbles being in ratios, I'm not sure I've seen that before, but it was very, very cool. Yeah, really enjoyed it. Thank you for submitting that one. Thank you to everyone who contributed to Hi Barbie yesterday. It's taken me weeks to put that together, as you can imagine, getting contributions for everyone, getting the puzzle created and everything. So, yeah, very, very happy to have been able to finally get all that one done. So thank you to everyone, and hope you're enjoying everything that's happening. So yeah, that's all I can say is thank you to everyone who is contributing, who's watched, who's supported me. It's all been very good. Thanks everyone, and as always, good luck with your solving.